there's a look. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. Right away. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and hit down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
He'll get this down to the 38. You talk about this Bengals defense. They're squarely in the middle of the pack against the run this year, number 16 in the NFL.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
Throwing now is Lance. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 21. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking up.
I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
11 more on that one, and another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus.
And he's going to go down, sacked right around the 17. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on first and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long, and they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So that was a long, sustained opening drive, but in the end, only able to get 3, the field goal out of it.
And absolutely, you'll take the points and the early leads. You never give those back. But there will be a little bit of disappointment that they didn't punch it in for 6 after that. and that kind of drive that they had.
Ready? Panther Street! Panther Street! Ready?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. You look at this Packers defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit. They're facing the #1 rushing team. They have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
Those defense for the Packers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we get this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A big first down on a 16-yard pickup there. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
The Bengals at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
The coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the serve? What was return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
Get some nice top spin on the
A little bit.
I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed. He's got him in. Complete. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 42 yards. 3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Okay, ready? Set.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Jones hit and the ball's out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got him. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. The throw right side here going to be incomplete. So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. We're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Jones will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Now for the point after. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Bengals drive about to get going. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And he's got his man on the out route. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Nifty move. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. That's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 33. Grooves, remember the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Jones again on second down. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Ready.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Now second and 5.
560. Black shot. Set.
From midfield, here's Lance. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A gain there of 21 yards.
On the ready. Green down. Red, yellow, plastic, stick. Hut.
Lance now on first down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Brandon, there was more on his mind there than just getting to the first down marker. Saw an opportunity to get a big play and wasn't going to let the defense do a lot to stop him from getting there.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
Here we go.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up first and 10 at the 40. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Fighting through, he's got space. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Ready.
They'll look to throw here on first down. It's caught. Smith. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Hey, smash Broncos.
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
70 Timberwolves, Buffalo 18. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Seven Pirates.
They'll throw now on the final play. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. 17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Jair Alexander up to make the tackle. Now a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together, able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter.
And go to the ground attack. To about the 33-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6.
Panther Street. Ready.
They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Able to avoid him at the 40. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 91 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Ready. Check mash. Check mash. Ready.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Well, it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
18,
Second down and 3. They'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Great effort there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bengals have cut it back within a score. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on third and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. But, Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And Jones going to have a Packers first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37. Lance looking to throw it. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 39 yards there, a big one.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
Running right, Jones. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay,
From
right.
the 23, here's 2nd and 9. Now a play fake. Lance. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, so many times defensive backs get caught playing the man rather than the football, but not in this case. That's an excellent play. Did exactly what you're supposed to do. Attack the football and help break up the pass.
Yep, as a result, knocks it down. Throwing his Lance on third down. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He'll get this up to about the 44. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Come on.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Lance to throw it. Looking downfield for Jones. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Packers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Lucas Van Ness getting 3 there to bring him down.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a third and about 14.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Ready,
so from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
43 rail. Ready.
On play action, Lance. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field.
Ready.
Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
10. Steel, black. Pause, red. Fuse, yellow. Red, cycle, black, shot. 10.
Here's Lance. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Joseph Osai. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. To throw, it's Lance. He'll buy some time right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, the pressure just couldn't get to him that time. They forced him out to his right, but he held his poise, surveyed the field, didn't find anything he liked, and then took off.
Touchdown! Tucker Kraft from 4 yards out. And the Packers are poised to move to 8-0 as they extend their lead even further. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, where their defense has really struggled. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On the ready.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Lucas Van Ness in there on the tackle.
Here we go.
2nd and 10. to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Dragon 60.
He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And now they'll shift things around. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is Smith to the ground. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Hands it off out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Go, Reed, go.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as they continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Ready up. Hey, check mega. Ready.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were